Hi, it's Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences bringing you yet another crypto experience. Today is 10/30 of 24. I'm going to report today on the meetup we had in the room at Metamora, Illinois on 10/4 of 24. It was happy hour with the lovely Litecoin Lisa and Clint Westwood. You may recognize him in the Westerns. Oh, wait, different Clint. Anyway, it's a great place to have an event such as this. It's a nice big room, hence the name room. They had a charity dinner that night where they had ribeye sandwiches. It was for a scholarship fund, and they also had pizza you could get to. Very, very great place to go to. Well, anyway, Clint and Lisa decided to broadcast from that point. It was a great place. So here they are in action that night. Uh, Litecoin Lisa, very great. She runs the show, and Clint is the guy who brings in the laughter. Now, and Lisa's got a lot of laughter herself. Clint is sporting a Nashville 24 Litecoin shirt provided to the Litecoin fam by Paulie P. Is really a nice shirt. We had a unique thing to show at the some Litecoin Summit and back in July, I guess it was. So anyway, this is going to be divided into three parts. First, some shots around the room, and then we'll go back to the bar and see some people in action at the bar. And then finally, some selfies I took with people different places. So I like taking the selfies. So I met some people for the first time. These are people that we know their names well from the chat room, have corresponded with them through the chat, but didn't even physically get to see them. And then other people we've met at other meetups. I met several people at the Litecoin Summit this last summer, so it was great. So without any further ado, here is some scenes from the room. I'll duck out of the way here in a second, but this is a corner shot which shows you maybe about a fourth of the room or maybe even less. You have the bar there and some tables for people to converse. On the other side, there are different gaming machines. There's slot machines in a slot room in the back. There's darts. There's pool, all sorts of games. And in the side door, there is a patio outside. So it's a nice little place. So here is the room. Here are some of the peeps from the Litecoin family. To the left is Marky. The first time I met her, it was at this meetup. And then the famous, but yet unseen to this point, Warrior 32. I've chatted with him many times in the past, but we finally got to meet face to face. With his back turned to us, right in the middle is Paulie P, and then there's Charlie G looking at the camera, and there is Charlie Davis to the right, and then there's some other of our friends there, but it's not showing their faces. So that is a good shot of the room. Well, here we turn Paulie P around and Charlie G, both East Coast boys. Paulie P is a truck driver, and he was on a little layover there with us. He comes to all the meetups, comes to Westwood, and brings us gifts all the time. He bought us all a Lamborghini. Oh my God, it's so great. They were toys, of course, but still they were fun. We were playing all around the bar, racing each other with them. And on the right side, Charlie G hails from the East Coast. So Paulie P pointing at you there with his Nashville shirt, and Charlie G, a Yankee fan. I guess it's a good year to be a Yankee fan. Who else was there at the room? Here's a close up of Theron. We first met at Litecoin Summit. He gave me a silver dime and I gave him a Goldback. So it was a mutually fun gift exchange. So in the back, behind Theron, the high Theron, he's quite the character. You see the dart games and different kind of racing games and things, and that's the other side of the room. You don't see the vastness of the room. It is a big, big place. It's the bar with the one giant room and a slot room over to the back wall of the place. So Theron is quite the guy. And here's Daddy O, hails from North Carolina. He was able to dodge all the terrible things that happened, thank goodness. So, and he is racking up the pool table for a nice game of pool with some of the other folks there at the room. So it was good to see Daddy O. I've seen him a few times now. Pretty funny guy. And here are Mr. and Mrs. Westwood. Randy and Clint and I like to go to a coin show in Central Illinois in Springfield. So we'll have fun there. So Randy's a great guy, and it's good to have him and his wife there, Clint's mother. to enjoy their company. And he got a lot of words of wisdom. And before we bring the people in, just a couple shots around the bar. Nothing could be the party without Franny and Tilly. Uh, that's a good pose, waiting for action, and sitting on a couch on one side of the bar. Whenever anybody comes, we know they're coming because they start barking and yipping up quite a bit. They're quite the characters. Here's a shot across the room, away from the bar. Different kind of seats. You don't see them, but on the left side there's a big screen TV, and on the right side the big screen TV. A lot of people were engaged in watching the football games that was there that day. Now that is a garage door, and you can see through the outside, letting the breeze in. And when that garage door shuts, they have it rigged now to display a very neat banner. When the garage door shuts to the man cave, the bar, the Westwood 24 banner unfurls itself. There is Westwood. We wore these at the first of the meetups. The one that these photos are from the second meetup. I don't know what's wrong with that Litecoin. It doesn't look like he's doing so good. So the Westwood 2024, the Litecoin fam. We call ourselves the Litecoin family. That's the coin of choice when you want to pay a member of the family for some kind of trinket, maybe an ounce of silver or a T-shirt or a Lamborghini. Well, we like to use a Litecoin. Matter of fact, Paulie P spent a whole bunch of Litecoins. I'm forgetting how many Litecoins it was, but it was a lot of Litecoins, and maybe 20 Litecoins. And he bought a painting that a lady was painting at the Cake Wallet pool party, which was an awesome party, by the way. Free pizza, free food, free snacks, free drinks around the pool, band playing. And she was over there painting the scene. And she had a dress she was wearing, and that got paint all over it. And she auctioned both the painting and the dress. And now, and I should have got a picture of this, I forgot. Now it's hanging in the Litecoin Hall of Fame, which is Clint Westwood's bar. Well, I did get a little bit of foresight to take a shot of this flag. It is Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin. Join or die. And you can merge mine Dogecoin and Litecoin now, which is two for the price of one when you're mining. And Litecoin, Mimblewimble now is, I believe I've heard it's already on the Cake Wallet. That's where you can get some anonymity and can't be tracked when you're making purchases. And it's coming to the Light Wallet also very soon. Matter of fact, I think it's supposed to be by November. So see how that works. But Mimblewimble is what is coming. It sounds like they're going to name Mimblewimble maybe virtual. Um, what was that? VPN, virtual. Darn it! It says virtual private money. Anyway, I think that's what VPN stands for instead of calling it Mimblewimble. Here's a couple shots of the bathroom. It's kind of unique. There's a big, epic chalkboard at the end and a big box of chalk over to the right. And you are supposed to write on the wall. So all these people come and from around the country and get to sign in for this event. Over on the right behind me, you can see Warrior 32 is there, and Benny is his name, and he finally made it. Made it. It looks like Jethro Tull was here. The band that is crazy. Some guy named Saintjerome, he was there too. Mark Weems came from Vieques, Puerto Rico. It's an island to the east of Puerto Rico. He is a locksmith on that island, and he is the only locksmith on that island. Him and his apprentice. Appropriately, the toilet is in the fallout shelter area. So, yeah, that makes some sense there. A nice little painting that was probably at the Litecoin Lisa auction for charity she holds. You don't see it, but in the upper right, there is a kind of a disco ball thing that shoots out different light. The pink light's a little disconcerting because it makes the toilet pink, and it's like, oh my God, what's wrong? But oh wait, that's just the color coming off of the light bulb there. So don't scare old people, man. And here is an unintended selfie. It's me taking a picture of the men sign there. It says, men, they are like tires. It never hurts to have a spare. Then a picture of the the lady and the man both having to use the bathroom very badly, and a nice little friendly banner remind you to drink. So that's inside the bathroom too. So pretty unique. Okay, now we're going to go and show and fill the bar up with some people. Well, here's a side view of the bar in action. Down at the far end again is Polly P. You'll notice the daring Clint Westwood in the middle, serving some drinks, and then Charlie Davis, like Point Lisa's husband, observing the drink pouring there, and a nice, healthy tip jar to help Clint and the finances put on this event because he puts a lot of time and effort and dollars into this event. Actually, Litecoin too, other resources. Well, here's a shot of the bar from another angle. Um, there is Daddy O and his wife. And there is Charlie Davis, and back to us is Warrior. And I'm not sure who that is right there on the left of Warrior. So here's another angle of the bar. So I just want to point out that Daddy O's wife's name is starts with a J. I don't know if she wants her name out there, but I was told by Clint Westwood to call her the original J Mac. We've got another J Mac coming, but she's the original. And here is the other J Mac sitting across the bar. Sorry for the blow up of the picture there, J Mac, but there he is in an action shot. Quite the guy. So this is the other J Mac, Mr. Crypto, and hails from the state that's a mitten with his friend Bonnie. And here's another shot of Clint at the bar in action, paying a little attention to somebody. There is a Trump punchy doll in the middle of that bucket there. If you play with it in the back, he goes and he punches out. So that was fun. We were all playing. And before we go, front leave the bar, where I'm going to go and do some selfies still. Clint was broadcasting on that Thursday night, first night of people kind of getting together on Hash It Out. And those on the screen at this time was Blind Dave Crypto, a Steak, who's I believe he is Dutch, a Dub Digital, and then Clint Westwood. I don't know how he's able to stand on the side of his head for it like that. Actually, kind of little boo boo. He's on the camera and was hustling and didn't get it flipped around. He finally got it flipped around, but we teased him about it anyway. So here's a selfie I took of myself. I'm the pie-headed monster. No, wait a minute. I took a selfie that was back in the room with Jim. Jim's a great guy. I was glad to see him again. I think he hails from Florida, and we don't get to see him all the time, but about every other one or so, he makes the trek to Westwood. It's quite a travel experience for those who come from all corners of the United States to get there. We have people from Massachusetts, from Connecticut, New York, North Carolina, Florida, Oklahoma, California, uh, an hour. That was me. But yeah, people come from all over to come to Westwood because it is quite the experience to be at Westwood. Well, the camera I was using off my phone. I was trying to get these reduced. They kind of blown up quite a bit, so it makes Mark look really small. But he's seated, and I'm standing next to him. I'm a pretty fairly tall guy too, so that's me. Mark is the one who hails from Vieques, which is next to Puerto Rico, the island. And you can see another corner of the room, and you just get an idea of how big this place really was. It's a very good sized place. So it was great to see Mark. I met him from an earlier meetup, and then we saw each other again at the Litecoin Summit, and then again here. So it was nice to see him all three times. We talked for a long time in the chat rooms on happy hour and hashed out in different places. And here's Marky. She came. She really lightens up the old party. She did mistake me for somebody else though. Somebody was on Hash It Out. And I said, "Well, no, I'm getting around. I'm getting around pretty good." So no, what wasn't me. So, but anyway, we figured out who I was by the end of the meetup anyway. So she's a great person and fun to be around for everybody. Again, Benny's sitting down. I'm standing up. So that's Benny, Warrior 32. I was so glad to see him, and he had a great time. Over on the right, there is Daddy O, and it was nice to meet Benny. Well, I've only got one more photo left. I took a lot of photos, but some of them I just did not want to show. but I thought this is a good representative sample. So here comes the last photo. Again, I was having trouble make things fit. So there's the bottom of my face at the corner of the Westwood bar. I had a great time. Now I'm going to cheat and add one final picture. Here are the right people and at the Westwood bar, but not at this time. But I'm going to sneak this in here. I like this photo. I got to take a photo with the lovely Litecoin Lisa and Clint Westwood in the corner of the bar. That is a shirt we sported from the first Westwood experience. And that is a Litecoin Underground hat. Not very many of those around, with a grant from Underground, Litecoin Underground. So pretty neat. I met Grant at the Litecoin Summit. I interviewed him on my podcast. So check out my podcast if you would here. I got over 200 videos now. Please hit a like and subscribe. The first person to comment after my 500th subscriber is going to get some Satoshis. And by the way, Satoshis are getting kind of getting up there today. It's like $73,000 for Bitcoin. Shazam, I said marvelously. Anyway, yeah, I will give out 20 Satoshis as long as the price is, let's see, 20 Satoshis. Not 20 Satoshis, sorry, 20,000 Satoshis, I think I'm saying. Yeah, as long as the price stays, let's say, under 50 bucks. So, but the way it's going, it may get above that pretty soon. So I'm going to cap it kind of $50 worth of Bitcoin or maybe Litecoin. I guess I'll give a preference, whoever wins. So the first one to comment after my 500th subscriber has been met. First one to comment after the 500th subscriber. So, and I will you comment in the comment section. I have given away a couple prizes already. And don't forget to come back and check to see if you won. I will post who wins afterwards. So, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Again, hit a like and subscribe. I got a lot of discounts here. It'll save you some dollars. I just got a recent code with Alpine Gold. I'll try to get it on this video. If I don't get on this video, I'll get it in a future video. They're a great place to vault Goldbacks, but you can also vault American Eagles and Buffaloes and Silver Eagles. You can vault them or you can have them shipped to you. I also have a code from Defy the Grid. They also are a great place to buy Goldbacks. They they let you use a credit card with no upcharge on the Goldbacks. Caleb and Brown, that is your crypto broker supreme. If you use my code, you get a permanent 3.5% fee base. Wow, that's amazing. And they can handle small as $500 going through the portal, or they can handle millions of dollars of crypto. This guy, it's a small amount. I don't have that much. So, well, thanks for watching. Glad I finally got out there. It wasn't, I could have done a little better on this, but it give the flair what's going on. So thank you, Clint, and thank you, Lisa, for a great time once again. I'm hoping I can get down when you do the next charity event. Lisa's moving to Arkansas, so I suppose the next event, a charity event for Mighty Mia, is going to be in Arkansas. So we'll see how that goes. Well, thanks for watching once again. I'm going to try to get another quick video out in the next day or two about how to send crypto if the regular grid goes down, how to get on the internet if the regular grid goes down. You probably kind of know what I'm talking about, but maybe it's something you never thought about before. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon.